welcome back to my channel. If you have been watching my videos for a couple of years now, since maybe the beginning-ish of my YouTube time, a couple of years ago I did a series of videos which I named Glitter Week, and it was to celebrate my birthday, which is kind of funny because it actually ends up being a lot of work to do. However, I did have a couple of requests to bring that back this year, and seeing as it is my birthday on Thursday, I think, I thought I would give it a go. I can't get enough of glitter. Like every time I go to film a tutorial, I always want to add glitter somehow, but I have to restrain myself because not every tutorial can have glitter in it, right? But this week, they can. So make sure you tune in every day if you want to see all 7 looks. And that's about it. Let's get into the tutorial. Because it's a dark eye, I'm going to start with my eyes, and I have already prepped this eye with the NARS, let me tell you what concealer it is, the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I use the shade Light 2.5, so I've got that over my eyelid, and then I just use the NARS Loose Translucent Setting Powder over the top of that, and that will make my eyeshadows really easy to blend. Now I'm going into the Kylie Cosmetics Burgundy palette, and I'm going to start with this shade here, and this is going to be my transition shade, so I'm just going to apply that to my crease area and above. You will probably notice throughout this that when I'm doing an eye makeup, I will often just look straight into the mirror. I don't look down that much, I don't close my eye. I guess that's a little harder when you're doing your own. But yeah, even if I'm doing someone else's makeup, I try to get them to look straight ahead at me the whole time so I can see what shape I'm creating to make sure it suits their eye shape. Whereas you can get someone to look down or close, and you can do the most beautiful looking makeup, and then they can look at you and it's like the shape does not suit them whatsoever. So I find that's a really good way to make sure that the shape you're doing suits the eyes you're working with. I also have a clean Zoeva Luxe Definer brush, Luxe Soft Definer brush on standby at all times so that I can blend when needed. I'm going back and forth between the Kylie Cosmetics Burgundy palette and the Huda Beauty Textured Eyeshadow palette in the Rose Gold edition, which is this beautiful thing here. I'm now going to take the shade Shy, which is here, and I'm just going to start blending that also into the crease area. And for this, I'm using the Zoeva Luxe Petite Crease Brush. I'm also bringing that into the kind of inner crease area. And I'm going to start creating a little bit of a shape with this shade as well. Just bringing that out a little bit past my crease line. Back to my blending brush. Now on this smaller brush again, I'm going to pick up the shade Bossy, and I'm taking that to the outer third of my eye. At this point, I'm just leaving the inner kind of half. I don't like to do makeup in halves, but kind of, yeah, in a half kind of bare. Back to blending, always back to blending, that's the key. And if you're struggling to blend, just pick up a little bit more translucent powder on your clean brush, and that should make it easier. I'm now picking up this dark brown shade called Cocoa on this Luxe Smoky Shader brush, and that's just going to go on the outer third of the eye. And I'm not going to bring that up as high as I brought up the other colours. And I'm going to blend that in as well. Blend, 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 blend. I have to like face this way the whole time because for some reason whenever I film in this particular area, my camera doesn't focus properly. It's so odd. So I kind of just have to face this way to prevent it from not focusing. Now back into the bronze palette, and I'm taking this shade here. This one really adds that kind of burgundy kick to the look, which I love. It's kind of amazing because I find the palettes look so similar when I look at them, the kinds of shades they have, but I feel like they come out so differently on the eyes. And just keep on blending until your wrists can blend no more. Now I'm going to dip into this dark brown shade from the Burgundy palette, and again put that on the outer third, but not too high up. And at this point I just grab a little bit of sandalwood and I use that to blend out these edges. How crazy is this? I can like rub my finger here and literally almost no colour comes off. Guess that means it's not gonna budge. I'm now going to line my upper waterline with the Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Crayon in the shade Blacker. I have been wanting to get my hands on these for so long. This is the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow. This is the shade Kitten Karma. I actually still do not own these, but my friend Domenica is loaning me them so I can film Glitter Week. So thank you, Dom. And this is our beautiful glitter product for this look. Now, because I don't own the eyeshadow, I'm just going to put it on the back of my hand and then pick it up with a Zoeva smudger brush because I don't want to contaminate it for Dom's use. And I'm just going to pop this on the inner half of my eye. This part is probably the best part to close your eyes for, just so you're not smudging it any higher up than what you want to. And just to make a little bit of a blend between the glitter and the eyeshadow, I'm just going to gently pat my brush down the center, and whatever transfers is fine, just so it's a little kind of imperfect blend. I'm now going to put some mascara on just to make my eyes even before continuing. This is the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Mascara. It's my fave. Ardell have just released a range of faux mink false lashes, and I'm going to use number 812 today. I really, really love this shape. Just going to let that glue dry for a little bit, and I'm using the Duo waterproof glue in the dark shade. I just prefer the dark shade. And I just place that in the center of my eye and then pin down either end. Eyes are done for now, and I'm going to move on to my base, and I'm just going to use the Hourglass Vanish foundation. I'm not going to put a primer on because honestly I'm not going anywhere, but if you guys want to put a primer on, just use whatever works for you. I'm going to start with the shade Beige. I'm just going to pop that. Oh wait, is Beige the dark one? Oh shit, I might have screwed up. I'm just going to remove Beige from that side of my face. Beige can go here as a little bit of a light contour, but not really. I remember the first time I used these, I used so much product and it was so unnecessary because they actually spread really far. In fact, now I probably have too much on as well. And then I'm going to use the shade Bisque, just in some lighter areas. This Hourglass brush came with the foundation, so that's what I'm going to use to buff it in. As you guys probably know, I'm not a great lover of full coverage foundation, but I'm obsessed with this one. I think I like it so much because it's so easy to blend and you can actually still kind of see skin through it, which I really like. And it's kind of like a natural finish. It's not too matte, although for me it's pretty matte, but I think on the scale of dewy to matte, you would put it on the kind of natural side of things. I'm now going back in with my NARS concealer on this cream shader brush by Zoeva. And I'm just going to clean up under my eyes with that. And I'm just going to set underneath my eyes with that same NARS translucent loose powder from earlier. So for underneath my eyes, I'm going to start with this shade here. I'm using the Luxe Eye Blender, which is quite big for underneath the eyes, but I want that shade to be coming out quite low, I think. Then back to the shade Bossy, and I'm using the Zoeva Luxe Smoky Shader for this. And I'm bringing it down not quite as far as I did the transition shade, and letting it also meet up with that top shadow. Back to a clean brush, I'm just going to blend those. Then I'm going to take a detail shader brush, which is really precise, and that cocoa shade, I'm going to apply that right up under the lash line. I'm now going to line my lower inner waterline with the Fake Awake pencil by Tarte. While I've got the Garbo & Kelly highlighting kit in my hands, I'm going to use the shade Ava to highlight the inner corners of my eyes. Okay, change of plan. Actually, I'm going to use the Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder in the shade Yes. Nothing is popping compared to that glitter. I'm going to dampen my brush. Now going to put mascara on my bottom lash line. Eyes are done, and I'm going to wear blush instead of bronzer for a change today. And I'm going to use the Pink Spectrum by Zoeva. This is a beautiful blush palette, and I'm going to use this shade here. And I'm just going to keep that nice and high on the apples of my cheeks. This is the Zoeva Luxe Sheer Cheek Brush, and it is perfect for applying and blending blush so that it doesn't look too harsh. I'm also going to use the Zoeva Winter Strobe Spectrum, which is a highlighting palette, and I actually haven't used this yet, so I'm really excited to. I'm going to use this highlight shade here. My current favorite highlighting brush is actually this Luxe Powder Fusion brush. I do also have the fan brushes, but for some reason I'm preferring this. I think it makes my highlight even stronger. I'm highlighting the tops of my cheekbones, my nose, just the tip, and my Cupid's bow. I struggled so hard trying to decide what lip to wear today, and then I saw a photo of the Kylie Cosmetics Head Over Heels liquid lipstick, and I was like, that is the one I need to have today. And luckily I have it. I'm pretty sure it's from her Valentine's Day collection, but I wouldn't be surprised if she releases it again because that seems to be her thing. She releases products exclusively and then she ends up like adding them to her main line. So hopefully she does do that. But I thought I'd tell you a couple of the other options that I had here. I had the Urban Decay Glide On Lip Pencil in the shade Venom. I also had the shade Rockstar, which is a little bit darker. I also have the Zoeva Pure Lacquer Lips in the shade Crisscross, which is this beautiful deep purple. More of a red tone, I had the Burberry Liquid Lip Velvet in Black Cherry. I also had Oxblood, and for a more similar shade to what I think the Kylie Cosmetics one will turn out like, I have Bright Plum. Now onto the Kylie Cosmetics Head Over Heels, and I'm going to start by lining my lips with it. And then on with the liquid lipstick. And that is my makeup completed. I really hope you enjoyed my first Glitter Week tutorial, and stay tuned for tomorrow's look. See you tomorrow, guys. Bye.